Hello everybody, Mr. Played Out the Gaming here, back with another video for y'all today. And today we're going to be reading an article from Deadline, which I think is the most stupidest article I ever read. I ain't saying the article itself is wrong, it's just that the plot in this article is just stupid, where a group of parents are suing Epic Games, the developers of Fortnite, for making the game quote-unquote addicting to children, which it's one of these stories where a parent don't want to take responsibility for sitting their kid in front of a game all day, and now they want to blame the video game maker for getting their kid addicted, even though the parent got every single right to cut the game off and take it away if the kids ain't listen to them. So yeah, it's just another one of these stories where people are making excuses for their bad parenting, which I think most parents are nowadays. Most parents nowadays just want to sit their kid in front of a video game, and when the video game when the kid don't want to get off the video game, they just blame the video game for making their kid like that, even though the parent got every single right to take the game away because they bought the fucking video game. So now they are suing Epic because they don't want to take responsibility for their action. They want to find somebody else to blame. So they decided to sue Epic Games for making Fortnite addicting, which that is the job of a video game. A job of a video game is make it fun. We want Fortnite to be boring. Like, what's the point? Why would Epic go out their way to make a bad video game so kids wouldn't get addicted to it? No, it's not Epic Games' fault that the game is addicting. It's the parent fault for not getting their kids off the game. Anyway, before I continue on this rant, let's get into the article made by Deadline. Fortnite manufacturer is sued by Canadian parent over games allegedly addicted properties. A group of Canadian parents are suing US-based Epic Games over its massive Fortnite franchise, claiming it making children into gaming addicts who stop eating, sleeping, and showering. And if your kids stop eating, sleeping, and showering over a video game, you need to go find that kid help and take away the console until they get better. Like, I played video game a lot when I was a kid. I mean, a lot. I think I played more than I actually should have. But if I never once in the history I played video game, never once stopped eating, sleeping, and showering. I always did those things. If I was into a game or not, I always did those things. So the fact if the kids are not doing these things, they need to go find help. And the parents should take away their games. If they ain't doing that, these parents are the most incompetent parents I ever heard of. Because if your kids start doing any of these things over a video game, in my opinion, you failed as a parent. BBC News report: a Canadian Supreme Court judge has now authorized the lawsuit against Fortnite Epic Games by Quebec parents. They claim their games are severely dependent on the first-person shooter game, which Fortnite not a first-person shooter, it's a third-person shooter. So whoever wrote this article or one the parent didn't bother to do research, because if they bothered to do an ounce of research on Fortnite, they would quickly find out this game is a third-person shooter, not a first-person shooter. But it's just a nitpick, but it just showed the amount of research either the parent or the journalist did. I'm just saying. Which has a worldwide audience of more than 80 million players. Earlier this week, the Canadian judge ruled the lawsuit is not frivolous or manifestly ill. The court concludes that there are serious issues to be argued, supported by the significant allegation as it exists of risk or even danger arising from the use of Fortnite. How? Fortnite's a video game. Like, how can Fortnite arise danger? If you've been in a confident parent, it probably arises danger if your kids ain't listened to. But that thing is the parent problem. They need to be better parents. Like, how is a video game like Fortnite causing children not to listen to their parent? It's the parent fault. Like, dude, if your child is so dependent on a video game, they're not even listening to you. In my opinion, you have failed as a parent. You failed. Because let me tell you something. If I got addicted to a video game or throw a fit over having to get off a video game, my mom would have whooped my ass. I'm not lying. Shoot, I wasn't even allowed to play games on weekdays when I was little. I wasn't even allowed to touch a controller during the weekday. I think these parents need to start doing the same, because let me tell you, all my game was up. Anytime I had school, it was up. I think they have it all the way to 6th grade. Like, my mom was not playing that shit. I will not allow to touch a controller until the weekend. If I got any bad grades, that shit would stand up in the closet on the weekdays. So my mom did her job, but these parents need to do theirs, because they obviously ain't doing their job if the kids are not listening to them and rather listen to Fortnite instead. And plus, I think I heard in one article that, cause I looked at multiple articles about that, chose this one. Kids are actually stealing their mom credit card and their parent credit card and buying like skins and shit. Well, if your kids are stealing your credit card, you should discipline them. That's wrong kind of nowadays about children and parents. And parents get upset when they say, "Oh, the video game fault." No, it's your parenting. You cannot blame the kid for getting addicted to Fortnite. One thing about kids is that they make poor decisions, but it's your job as the parents to guide them in the right direction. And if you let them sit on the game all day and play Fortnite, and you get pissed off when they don't listen to you and rather listen to Fortnite instead, who problem is that? It's not every game fault. It's your fault for letting your child sit there all day and play it on the game. That's your incompetence as a parent, and you suing Epic Games is not gonna fix that. It's your if you're a parent, don't let your kids sit there all day playing video games. Be a parent and raise them. Don't let a kid sit there in all their free time just playing a fucking video game. Make them do something else. I don't care they walk around the street or something. I don't care they go outside and play bad ball. Make them do something else. Don't let them just sit there all day on a video game. Like these parents clearly are. Like, ain't nothing else to say here. This is just poor parenting. Like, these shouldn't even be a case. I think this case should have been thrown out because it don't make no sense. Because think about it, it's not the game fault. The game, it's like me going to McDonald's, right? Let's say McDonald's make good ass hamburger. They make the best hamburgers around, and I go to McDonald's and I go eat their hamburger, and I just continue and go to McDonald's eating their hamburger because they're so good. Who problem is that? Is it McDonald's problem for making good hamburger, or is me for keep on eating them? It's me. I'm making the conscious decision to go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac every single time I go there. So that's my fault for getting like fat or something off a Big Mac. It ain't McDonald's fault. They just making a good product. Like Fortnite. Fortnite is just making a good product, and then the parents don't want to do their job being complaining about it because they're incompetent. They rather let their children be babysit by a string than actually being a good parent. Anyway, this been Mr. Play, talking with another video. See y'all next time. And yeah, peace.